Choropleth method maps. In our previous video, we have seen information about dot method map. In this video, we are going to study about Choropleth method map. In this map, the distribution of variables is shown by shades or tints of various colors. By doing various types of surveys and different types of measurements, the data is collected. In this type of map, each sub-administrative unit is indicated by different value, means one sub-administrative unit indicate only one value. For drawing this map, we have to classify the data into smallest and largest value. After that, we have to do 5 to 7 classes of that data, and each class must be assigned by a tint of the same color or black and white patterns. The shades or the patterns become darker with the increasing values of the given variable and are drawn accordingly. So in this map, we have seen information about Choropleth method map and the method of drawing this map. इस Choropleth मेथड मैप में हमने देखा कि यहाँ पे जो डेंसिटी दिखाई जाती है पॉपुलेशन की हो या कैटल्स की हो, तो ये डेंसिटी दिखाने के लिए यहाँ पे डॉट्स का यूज़ नहीं होता है, तो यहाँ पे कलर का यूज़ होता है। और ये जो कलर होता है वो जहाँ पे डार्क होता है वहाँ पे ज़्यादा डेंसिटी होती है, और जहाँ पे कलर फेंट होता है वहाँ पे स्पेयर पॉपुलेशन हमें मिलती है। तो ये जो पैटर्न होता है कलर का, इस पैटर्न को Choropleth मेथड कहा जाता है। अब ये जो पैटर्न होता है वो ब्लैक एंड वाइट में भी हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं, या अलग अलग कलर को चूज़ करके हम उसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। तो उससे पहले हमें क्या करना पड़ता है, तो जो डेटा हमने सर्वे के माध्यम से कलेक्ट किया होता है उसको हमें स्मॉलेस्ट और लार्जेस्ट कैटेगरी में उसको डिवाइड करना पड़ता है। उसके बाद में उसके 5 to 7 क्लासेस बनाने पड़ते हैं। हर एक क्लास को एक कलर हमें देना पड़ता है, और उसके माध्यम से जैसे जैसे हम मैप में जो डेंसिटी है वो इंक्रीज़ करते हैं, और जिस एरिया में डेंसिटी ज़्यादा है वहाँ पे हमें डार्क कलर यूज़ करना पड़ता है, जहाँ पे स्पेयर पॉपुलेशन है वहाँ पे हमें फेंट कलर यूज़ करना पड़ता है। अब ये सब जानकारी जो है वह हम मैप के माध्यम से समझ सकते हैं। सी नाउ, हियर इज़ वन मैप ऑफ अमरावती डिस्ट्रिक्ट and the density of population is indicated in this map. So with the help of this map we can understand the areas where dense population lives, and we can understand those areas where spare population lives. When we think about the index which is given downside, and by understanding the detail of this index, we can understand the data which is classified into smallest and largest values, like less than 100, 101 to 200, 201 to 300, 301 to 400, and more than 400. Such type of data is given here. On the other side of the map we can see there is direction also, right? So by understanding all the details of this map, we have to give the answers of the following questions. Now we move towards the questions now. First one question is there: name the talukas having population density between 301 and 400 persons per kilometer. Now first one question is given here, and that first one question ask us that the taluka's name where 301 to 400 people live, and the taluka is Anjangaon Surji has population density between 301 to 400 persons per square kilometer. Next one question is there. What is the density of the Amravati Taluka? And its answer is Amravati Taluka has the population density of more than 400 persons per square kilometer. Actually, in dot method map we have seen its answer, because in that map we have seen the Amravati town has more population, largest population, so far as the density is also more here in Amravati town. Next one question is there. Name the talukas having population density less than 300 persons per square kilometer. And its answer is Dharni, Chikaldara, Daryapur, Chandur Bazar, Morshi, Varud, Tiwsa, Dhamangaon. These are the talukas of Amravati district where we can see that population is less than 300 persons. Now we have to move towards the another kind of distribution map, that is isopleth method map. In isopleth method map we have to use isolines, means lines are used in such type of maps, and those lines indicate various types of things like temperature, rainfall, altitude. Such type of distribution we can show with the help of isolines, and these lines will join such type of places where equal data or equal value is found. When the distribution of a variable is continuous, the isopleth method is then used to show its distribution. See now, the data should be continuous. At that time only we can use isopleth method, and the sub-administrative units are not taken into consideration here, because political map is not considerable in isopleth method map. Here we have to consider overall the physiographical structure of that region. Actually, in dot method map and choropleth method map we have seen political maps, because in dot method we have seen the distribution of population, in choropleth method we have seen the density of population, but here in isopleth method map we have not to focus our attention on population and cattle distribution. We have to focus our attention on natural factors like rainfall, temperature, altitude. So far as political borders are not considerable here, so far as the sub-administrative units are not taken into consideration. Values of the variable are written on the map at their respective locations. Wherever that isoline will go, as per that line, we have to write the data, write the value of that line. Then isopleth maps are prepared using the steps below. Now we have to prepare an isopleth map. So at that time, which type of precautions we have to take? First one precaution is there. First one step, I would say that by considering the highest and the lowest values of the variable, the class interval is decided to draw the isopleth maps, which in turn decides the difference between the lines. Means whatever the data we have collected, we have to classify that data and we have to categorize that data, and we have to decide one interval for distributing that data into map. We have to decide one interval. That interval should be 10, 20, such type of interval we can decide. Lines are drawn for the decided interval. Locations with the same value are joined by a line. Means wherever that same value is there on that map, that same places will be joined by one line. Here we have to keep one important thing in our mind, that wherever such type of lines will come closer to each other, there we can see drastic change will take place. Wherever that those lines will go away from each other, at that time gentle change will take place. If the lines are closer to each other, then the change in the variable is steep, and if the lines are away from each other, then it is gentle. As I told you, we get an idea of the natural trend of the distribution of the variable with the help of this map. Means with the help of isopleth method map, we can understand the natural things and naturally distributed things we can study with the help of isopleth method map. Now here are some questions about isopleth method map. First of all, we have to study the distribution of annual rainfall of Amravati district with the help of this map. Here we can see some lines are there. Political borders are not there in this Amravati district map, but some lines are given here. On the downside of this map, we can see index is there, 800, then 900, 1000, 1100, 1200 and 1300. Such type of data is given. Even on the other side there is one arrow is also there, it indicates direction also. So by doing study of this isopleth method map, we can understand that here on this side we can see some lines are closer to each other. So far as the effect of the rainfall or the changes of the rainfall is steep, or the changes are so fast here in this area, but here in this area these two lines are more away from each other. So far as here we can see gentle change is there, means that rainfall will increase from this side to this side, but here suddenly that changes will take place. So far as wherever such type of lines will come closer to each other, at that time we can see steep change will take place. Wherever such type of lines will go far away from each other, at that time gentle change will take place. First one question is there, in which part of the district is the rainfall more? Which part has more rainfall? That type of question is there, and that rainfall is more we can see in northern side, because dark color is there, and here in this index we can see dark color, it indicates 1300 millimeter rainfall. So that the dark color is here, and this side is north side, right? This side is west side, and this side is east side, and this is south side. So north side, northern side of the Amravati district has more rainfall, and its answer is